So hello everybody and welcome to my Makeup House of RockNKohl, and thank you all so much for coming. And I'm incredibly lucky to have these really beautiful, talented, amazing, sexy ladies with me. The amazing Caroline Issa, Alice Temperley and Laura Bailey.
And I thought I would start with, potentially Charlotte, maybe you could start answering with what British style actually means to you.
I always think, when I think of British style, I think of eccentrics. I think we were the first to invent the miniskirts. In fact, I think it was Gawain Rainey's mother, Jane Rennie, that cut it off. I think, or Mary Quant. I don't know, they always kind of argue, I think, between the two of them about who really did it.
Controversial.
But, you know, I love the fact that we were the first to go, you know what, we're going to get our legs out. Who cares? We're going to cut it off, you know, up to the thighs. And, you know, I think we're kind of quite brave because we are quite eccentric.
I think just a sense of originality and individuality, and also a kind of nod to tradition and the classics, and also an irreverence.
Yeah.
How do you think British style kind of balances between kind of that irreverence and subversion, but alongside this idea of heritage? Is it that can you do both? Do you sort of focus on one versus the other?
It's about mixing it up. Like Vivienne Westwood, she uses heritage, but she uses old sort of Victorian, very heritage patterns, but she puts it together and she deconstructs it, and she uses English fabrics, and English people know about pattern. They have all sorts of heritage and stories and museums and the V&A, and that shows in British designers, and you can really tell. The New York market is extremely different to the British market, and designers here aren't afraid to be individual, use colour, use print, combine things that wouldn't normally go together, but it still works and it's beautiful.
Who do you think, either past or present, has really epitomized British style for you?
Vivienne Westwood, Paul Smith.
So the other person that I immediately thought of was actually kind of young Joan Collins, that not just for style and beauty, but attitude and energy and spirit, which I think is all part of the British thing as much as what you wear or what you paint.
Do you think that somebody in New York who wanted to sort of, you know, create a British beauty look, what would the essential kit in there, you know, what's that essential component to do that with?
Eyeliner and attitude.
Eyeliner and attitude.
It's true, eyeliner and attitude is a really good way.
No hairbrush, okay.
No, but if you think about it, it is always like Twiggy, it was the eyes, you know, Mary Quant, everything, Kate Moss, I mean.
It's amazing, all our references are so entwined with music and film, which is also, especially 60s, 70s, which is also, I think, a particularly English.
Jane Birkin, I mean, Charlotte Rampling, you go on and on.
Yeah. What do you guys think are the factors that are most influencing British style today?
Social media.
Social media.
I think it's a really good point.
Just the pure speed and pressure of information and images has changed, is a game changer.
Yeah, if you look at the power of sort of Cara Delevingne for now, she's got like 1 million something followers, and she is an icon of her age, probably will be more powerful than
kind
any
of
other
overnight.
Female icon that there is, and it happens so quickly. But she's so unbelievably powerful and refreshing, and kind of sort of the next generation.
If you guys were to put together a time capsule to tell future generations of what British style meant to you this year, 2013, what would go in it?
Fit and flared digital printed dress, all over the place. That one for 2013, that would go in.
Digital printed dress.
Something denim, I don't know, favourite jeans, favourite pair of shorts. Christopher Kane, pretty in pink kind of dress for spring, summer.
Yeah. Any beauty items?
Anything from Alice Temperley or Tom Ford.
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Yeah, we should have a bit of makeup maybe.
Do you think British style is a look? So, you know, could a young woman in Japan say, today I want to dress up, you know?
Japanese love British style more than anybody else. 70% of Paul Smith's business is in Japan, because they absolutely love quintessentially British style. And if you want to really see which brands are quintessentially British, you just go to Japan, because they know.
I think the fantasy of the English girl from the eyes of an outsider is very diverse. To somebody it might be kind of Alexa Chung, for somebody it might be Florence Welch, you know, much more kind of free. I think that's part of the charm and the attraction and the commercial pull, is that there are different versions of this kind of fantasy around Britishness.
Actually, that's the thing, is we are so fortunate to work with such amazing people in the fashion industry. I mean, I do sometimes look around and realise, you know, you take it for granted, and the journeys we go on, the people we meet, the places we go, and to be around this kind of hive of creativity all the time, you know, we are incredibly fortunate.
Definitely. What's on your wish list?
I need some more of your caftans. I'm going to Ibiza. Please, can you make some more of them? Please. I was thinking this morning, I need more of them. We should make some more. I was wishing about that literally the other night.
Always on my wish list, Charlotte Olympia shoes. Definitely Charlotte's Magic Queen, but I don't even know when the rest of us are going to get our hands on it in bulk. But that was a good treat tonight.
Yeah.
And on that note, thank you to Laura, Charlotte, Alice for an amazing conversation, and I hope you guys had a good time.